Hey everyone, I'm Keisha Charmaine and I'm back for a quick fun little video. Since it's Halloween, I wanted to talk about my spooky experience in New Orleans. Now, I'm not one of those people who have paranormal experiences often, so this one stuck out to me, and I don't even know if it really was a paranormal experience. I just know that it's inexplicable. I don't know what happened. I don't know how to explain it. If you follow my vlog channel, then you may have seen my New Orleans vlog. If you haven't, I definitely recommend that you check it out. It was really fun and educational. I went with my friend Tyree last December, also with her cousin Shasia, and we had a blast. Definitely check out the vlog. I'll have it linked below. While we were in New Orleans, we had a game plan set. We were gonna do fun stuff like drinking on Bourbon Street, but we're also gonna do like educational stuff, like going on a plantation tour to learn about the slavery at that particular plantation. And we also planned on going on a ghost tour. And I don't know what everyone's expectations of that ghost tour was supposed to be, but the ghost tour was totally different than what I expected. I expected it to be like a fun Halloweenish kind of experience. Like, when you go to haunted houses and in the Halloween season, like, it's like really fake, like it's these fake people, actors like dressed up trying to spook you out. So I thought that we were gonna be walking down the street and like fake ghosts were gonna pop out and like scare us and have fun. No, that's not what the ghost tour was like at all. So basically the ghost tour was us. We're definitely walking down the street. We're walking to different locations, and the tour guide would point out the different houses or buildings where something happened, and now that residence or that building or whatever is haunted. And some things that happened were like really creepy. So like there was no point at which I was like excited. The whole time I was just kind of like creeped out at some of the stories. And it was basically a history lesson, and a lot of the stuff was like unexplained. So yeah, so we left that tour feeling kind of weird, and I'm pretty sure then this was the next day. Yeah, so me, Tyree, and Shasia were hanging out in the hotel, and we're on the 14th floor, right? Side note. So we're talking, I don't know what we're talking about at this moment. I don't think that we're having any kind of deep conversation at all. I don't think at this moment, but we're just hanging out. I think we're just like chilling out before we decided to do whatever we were gonna do next. All of a sudden, I hear like a lot of music, like live music, and this is New Orleans, so I'm thinking it's the second line. And it sounded like, those brass wind instruments, like someone is playing the horns, or I don't know all the names, like, was that trumpet or tubas? I don't know. Music is not my area. But so I thought that I was hearing all of this music. I looked up at the girls, and Tyree and I make eye contact, so I know that Tyree's hearing the music as well. Shasia doesn't like look up at all. She looks completely unbothered, like she's not hearing anything at all. But Tyree and I, we made eye contact, and clearly we both heard the music. And I turn around, the window is behind me, the hotel window is behind me. I turn around and I see flashes of light. So I think it's like a bunch of cameras. So Tyree and I, we get up simultaneously and like run to the window to see if we can see the second line. But when we look down, all we can see is the building across the street because we're so high up. We can't see the street. We can't see the street level. All we can see is probably like up to like the 5th floor of the building across the street. So we're like, oh, we want to see a second line. Tyree and I had the same idea that it was a second line outside. So Shaija's like, what are you guys talking about? we're like, oh, you didn't hear the music? She's like, no, I didn't hear any music. Tyree and I are like, yeah, we heard the music. It sounded like a band is outside. Like, let's go. So we get into the elevator, and the elevator takes some time to come downstairs, and that was really annoying. Like, I'm like, I want to see them. I want to see before they're like down the street, and you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to run after them. I want to see them right outside. So eventually the elevator comes, and when we get outside, you know, we run into the street, and we're like, there's literally nothing going on. I can't think of the name of the street that we were on. I'll have to look it up. But it was a very active street. And I mean, there were people walking down the street, but there was nobody playing music. And there were nobody with cameras to make flashes and stuff. Like, so Tyree and I are like, wait, what? So then I approached like the guy who works at the hotel. And by the way, I promise you, this is the same street that our window has the view of. So it's not like we came out onto the wrong block. No. Our hotel window had a view of whatever street that was, and we were out on that street looking. So I asked the guy who works at the hotel, and I was like, oh, did you guys see where the band went? He's like, what band? Or we were like, there wasn't a second line out here or something? He's like, no, no. He's like looking at us like we're crazy. I'm like, wait, I heard the music from upstairs. We're on the 14th floor here. He's like, ladies, there was nobody playing music out here. Like, nothing. And at this point it starts to drizzle, it starts to rain. So we're like, okay, let's go back inside. And we're just like, what? And Shade is like, I don't know what you guys were talking about. Like, I told you there was no music. Me and Tyree were like, no, we heard the music. I was like, yeah, and didn't you guys see the flashes too? Tyree's like, I didn't see any flashes. I'm like, you didn't see? It was a bunch. It was like it lit up the window. Like, it was so many flashes. Like, I figured the person who had the camera must have been, man, that would have been a really strong flash if it was somebody with a camera. Like, it has to be like a ton of cameras. Like, you know, like when you, I mean, I guess it's possible. You know, like when you see people on the red carpet and you see them just standing there and looking around, posing for pictures, and you see like all the flashes. It looked like that, but we were on the 14th floor. How would the flashes get all the way up to the 14th floor? Man, I don't know. Tyree didn't see the flashes. I was the only one who saw the flashes. Shaisha didn't see any flashes or hear any music. So I don't know. I don't know. It's New Orleans, you know. French Quarter. If you have any experiences you would like to share, please leave them below in the comments. I'll definitely read them and get back to you. And if you have any explanations as to what it was that Tyree, myself, and Shaisha experienced, please let me know what that was, what happened. How come only Tyree and I heard the music, and how come I was the only one who saw the flashes? What's up with that? Leave me a comment below, and definitely check out the New Orleans vlog if you haven't seen it already. Yeah, thanks for watching. Love, light, and locks.